Hey guys, it's Thursday. So here I am. I missed last Thursday because of Thanksgiving and all of that. That was last Thursday, right? My gosh, we've been busy. I've got Maggie just made honors choir. Libby is in a play, so she has rehearsals just pretty much every night till 6:30. She's going to be in Annie, which I'm so excited about. You guys have no idea how excited, and I'm going to come back to that. But yeah, she has rehearsal till 6:30, and then Hudson is an honors band. And then Ivy is in, she just made symphonic band, and she made first chair for percussion. So I am really proud of all my kids. Jack's also in a band. He's in a death metal band, but I'm proud of him too. They're all just very musical and very talented, and it's been really exciting to watch them grow and develop their gifts. And yeah, it just makes me feel really good. They're an extension of me, you know? So anything that they do, anything that they accomplish, I feel in a way like a piece of me accomplished that as well. And I'm just very, very, very proud of them and excited. Libby being in this play, you guys, I don't know if I've talked about it in any of my videos, just how obsessed, obsessed with Annie I was as a kid. I guess that came out, I think, 1982. So I was like 3 or 4 when I first saw it. I watched that movie. I have no clue how many times I've watched that movie. I still know all the lines. I know all the dance moves. And I had my picture made in the Annie outfit. You guys, I have a picture. Maybe I'll post it in the comments if I can find it. But I think I was like 4. I have the Annie dress on. I had the little locket that looked like it was half broken. I had the Mary Jane shoes. I had the perm. I was Annie in my mind. So the fact that my daughter is playing, well, she's the understudy for Annie. So there's a small chance she might be actually playing the Annie part, but she is playing the orphan Kate. And she has a few lines, and there's a lot of dancing and stuff. But she's been working really, really hard on this, and man, I'm just so excited. Like, I feel like I know she's the one doing the play, but part of me feels like this was a gift to me too from God, that I'm getting to watch my baby do this thing that would have been an absolute like fantasy dream of mine when I was a kid. So yeah, I'm just very, very excited. I'm also going to a Christmas party this weekend with my friend Claire, who I worked with at the hotel, and I'm gonna get to see all my hotel friends that I miss so much. So I'm excited. It's a real busy weekend. We've got David's work Christmas thing too on Friday. Libby's got to do her play. I think they're doing it once for the school, but then on Saturday they're doing it twice, and then once on Sunday as well. And she said they just did the dress rehearsal and went through the whole thing start to finish, and her feet were so sore. So I was like, imagine how sore you're gonna be this weekend when you have to do it 4 times. But I know she can do it. She can do anything. She's so talented, and I know I've said it like 10 times already just in this video, but so like bursting with pride for all my kids. But this week, it's just the rehearsals. Everybody's got band rehearsals / performances. So it's been crazy. Like, we're always picking somebody up and then going back to the house and then back to pick somebody else up. But it's so worth it. Like, when I had these kids, And I kept getting pregnant and I kept having kids. I know a lot of people were like, "You're having another kid? Why?" Like, why? I mean, I had people literally say that to me. But now, like, and I've never once regretted any of them. Never once. Like, no matter how hard my life got during certain moments or how overwhelmed I was when they were toddlers. And let me tell you, I was overwhelmed. It was that, like, I look back on that time when I was a mother to multiple children under 3 and pregnant. I mean, I don't even know how I did that. I really don't. Like, I think about all the stuff that I went through, that my body, just my body alone went through for like however many years in a row, 6 kids and 10 years. It was 6 kids in 10 years because I had Gracie when I was 26 and I had Maggie, the youngest, when I was 36. So I was pregnant for a long time, you guys. And it was hard. It was really hard, and I was tired a lot. And my body is amazing though. Like, I look at my body in awe. Like, I don't know how I did that. Just by the grace of God. Like, he made my body to have those kids. And something in me, like, I knew I was supposed to have those kids. Like, I did. I had this knowing that I was supposed to be a mother. I get teary, y'all. I can't help it. But I was supposed to be a mother, and God gave me all these kids. Like, despite my bad decisions, Scott and I, like, he gave us those kids, and they're so perfect and they're so wonderful. And I feel like just the older, like, and I've always enjoyed them, don't get me wrong. Like, even though the toddler and baby years were hard, like, I miss it. Still, I watch all the old videos, just when they were so sweet and innocent, and, you know, of course I miss it. But now, like, they're becoming these just super amazing, really cool adults. You know, they're not all adults. I've got 2 of them that are already adults, and they are, like, I'm just like, wow, these people came from me. How did that even happen? How did God make something so perfect out of my mistakes? You know, he does. He takes our bad decisions or our wrong decisions, and he still blesses us anyway. Like, he still worked all of that out for my good and for the kids' good, and even for Scott's good. Like, he's happy now. Like, and we have these amazing kids. Like, and I've just been thinking about that a lot lately because I've been enjoying them so much more. So much more. It's just different. It's different as they get older. Like, the things that we talk about. And I'm just really seeing how smart and insightful they are. Like, and I'm just in awe that these people came from me, from little old me. And it's exciting. It's just really exciting to see where they're going in life and how God's using them and their character. Like, I'm just so proud. So basically, I think I got on here just to talk about my kids and how proud I am. And I guess it just seems more pronounced right now because of all the stuff they're doing. And I'm getting to see. Ivy had a band thing the other day that I actually missed because I've still been dealing with sinus crap that's really starting to piss me off. But and Maggie made honors choir just the other day. They only picked 2 kids out of all the 4th grade. So that's a big deal. Like, she had to audition. I don't think I ever would have done that when I was a kid. Like, stand in front of a whole bunch of people and sing alone. believe it or not, I wouldn't have done that when I was a kid. I would now, but not then. Like, I'm just really proud of them. And we're going to, Hudson has an honors band performance tonight. I'm excited about that. But yeah, like, if you had told me back then when I was struggling with exhaustion and growing a baby inside me while I was dealing with a 2 and 4-year-old, and man, that was hard. That was, I don't, like, Scott was there and he was great. Like, he helped as much as a dad could help, but for the mother, like, so much is the mother's responsibility. You know, it just is. Like, that's just how it is. And it was a lot. Like, I went through a lot of times where I felt really alone, or like no one understood. And how could they? How could anybody really understand all that I was in the middle of during those times? It was a lot. Like, I don't even know how I did it. I don't know how I didn't handle it great all the time. I didn't. Don't ever look at me and think I've got it all together, or always have, because I have not. Like, I had a lot of meltdowns, breakdowns in the bathroom. Like, I remember crying in the bathroom a lot during those days. Like, feeling alone, or like I couldn't do this. I couldn't, or that I wasn't good enough for these kids. You know, I wasn't a good enough mother. And, you know, the main thing I've always focused on with them is loving them, making sure that they know they can talk to me about anything, and talking to them. Just talking to them like they're people, even when they were real little. Like, I always just talk to them like I'm talking to you right now. And, you know, respect them as a person. Just because they came from me doesn't mean that they're the same as me, you know. And I've always tried to respect that. Like, I've always tried to cultivate or give them the space to become who they are, who God meant for them to be. And I can see that happening now. Like, I can just see them growing into who they are, and it's just very fulfilling. So any of you young moms out there that have little kids, just, if you're worried that you're not a good enough mom, that probably means you are a good mom. I don't think people who don't care about their kids, they're also not sitting around wondering if they're doing it the right way. They're just not. You know, give yourself a break and give yourself a hug, and know that the hard times will pass and things change. Things soften. Like, everything's so much easier now. Like, when they were toddlers and I was pregnant and people waking up in the middle of the night, puking on me, the fit throwing, this lady's looking at me like, what? That girl's just talking to herself. I handle older kid and teenager issues a lot better than I do all the toddler stuff. That was hard for me. It's like there's parts of it that I loved, but there was also parts that really stressed me out, and we're past all that. Like, I know I'm going to have grandkids, and I'm super excited about that in the very not near future. But, you know, the problems that you deal with when they're a teenager, they're completely different. So just keep going, because if you love your kids and you're telling them that you love them, not just telling them, but showing them that you love them, and, I don't know, nurturing their spirit, making sure they know that you're gonna love them no matter what they do, no matter who they end up being. Like, don't put all these expectations on them that are from you or your passions. Like, let them be who they are. Let them be who God made them to be. I think that's really all we're supposed to do. It's like we're supposed to give them all the basics, like food and shelter and all those things that everybody needs, but also give them that space to explore and find out for themselves how they want to be in life. Like, let them discover that certain things are bad for them. Like, I'm not saying let them do just whatever the hell, I'm saying, like, there are some things you can't control. And I think I'm learning that if you're living a life that shows your kids a good way to live, they're going to see that. They're going to watch you in the way you live your life and the way that works for you. And they're going to know, like, they're going to know that certain things aren't good for them. And if they try it, they're going to see that that doesn't feel good. You got to let people, everybody's on a journey. And I really believe too that God, as you go along your journey, he shows you what's good for you and what's not good for you, and what's meant for you and what's not meant for you. And I'm trying to teach them to listen to their intuition, that inner voice, that inner knowing, because that's the Holy Spirit talking to you. Like, you got to trust it. You've got to trust that if you are doing the things you're supposed to do and you're staying connected to God, your source, that every moment in your life will be divinely guided. That every time a decision is in front of you, you'll make the right decision. And if you make the wrong decision, you'll be rerouted. And that is true. God shows it to me in my life over and over and over again, just how divinely protected I am. And I also feel like the more you acknowledge that, like the more you look at your life and you see where you were protected, or where even God worked a situation for your favor, it makes you trust even more now. It makes you trust even more now, and life just becomes this beautiful, like, dance. You really are. You're just kind of dancing. You don't have to figure everything out. You don't have to have all the answers right now, because you know that each moment that is presented to you, you're going to feel your intuition, you're going to feel the Holy Spirit, and you're going to know what to do in that moment. You just will. You'll know somehow. He always lets me know somehow. And like I said, anytime I have made the wrong decision, because that's been a lot. Like, I can look back on my life and there's been plenty of times where I made a stupid choice, or I thought something was one way and it really wasn't. But see, God knew. He sees all the parts that you don't see. He always does. And so anytime I did make a wrong decision, he also knew all the ways to turn it around and get me back on track. And he does do that. And he's doing that with my kids too. And I have this strong belief that he's going to continue to do that with me. And I am trying to teach them that as long as they do those things and they stay connected to God and are being authentically who they know God wants them to be, that in any situation, any hard thing they encounter, there's going to be a way to get through it and be victorious. Like, that's what he wants for us. He doesn't want us to fail. He doesn't want us to struggle more than we have to. We do that to ourselves. We do that to ourselves. But the sooner you learn that and learn how to love yourself and listen to yourself and stay connected to God and deal with the parts of yourself that you don't like. If there's parts of yourself that things you do, habits, relationships, anything like that holds you back from the person you're supposed to be, get rid of it. And if you have a hard time getting rid of it, ask God to help you. He will. He absolutely will. There's nothing in me that believes that if someone is sincere and they ask God to help them, that He won't help them. This fly keeps flying right in front of my phone or right in front of my face. But anyway, that kind of went off on a different rabbit trail. Again, I got on here really not knowing what I was going to talk about. I just am super excited about this weekend mostly because of Libby and the play. I'm really looking forward to that. I don't know if I'll be able to post it. I don't think we're allowed to record it. She said they were going to do like an official recording and give it to the parents and stuff, but I don't know if we'll be allowed to share that. I'll have to find out, but it's going to be amazing, I'm sure, and a lot of our family's coming to see it. But yeah, I guess I don't think I have anything else I really want to share. I guess just I'm encouraging mostly the moms out there, like, just keep loving your kids and being there for them. And if they're little still, like, you've got so many great times coming. Like, just don't be sad. Don't be sad when they get older. Like, just know that your child is becoming this amazing person and you had a big part to play in that. And you have a big part to play in it right now, just by loving them and making sure they know they're seen by you, their real selves, not the person you want them to be, but their real selves. Make them feel seen, make them feel loved. I think that's all anybody really wants, is to be able to be themselves and have somebody that really loves them and supports them no matter what. not what you can do for me, but I love you no matter what you do. And yeah, hopefully you'll have an adult child that's still your friend. Like, I pray and ask for that all the time. Like, I hope that all 6 of my kids stay in my life, not just as my kids, but as my friends. Like, I hope they want to be around me. I hope that we'll always be able to laugh together and have good times together. And I think we will. And I'm just a very blessed person. I am. I'm very blessed. And so maybe I just wanted to say that out loud and to everybody. Yeah. And that is important. It is important to say out loud what you're grateful for and acknowledge it, like I said in one of my other videos. Say it out loud to somebody, even if it's not on social media. Say it to your family. Say it every day. All the things you can think of that you're grateful for, thankful for. Because I do believe the more you acknowledge those things and say, God, I see this. I see what you've given me. And I'm going to take care of it. And I'm going to cherish it. And I want more. I want more stuff. Like, I do. I think the more grateful you are for what you already have, the more you get of those kinds of things. You have a good relationship with your kids. You know, that builds other good things. Other good things come from that. And other good things come from those things. It's a ripple effect. Anyway, I could go on and on. I feel like my thoughts are very scattered right now. Probably because my emotions are rising, but what else is new? Anyway, I will let you guys go. I'll try to do another video probably next week. Who knows though, because like I said, we've got all this stuff going on, but I will try because I actually, I think it's good to, like I just said, if you feel like you have something to say, go ahead and say it, because there's somebody out there that needs to hear it, whether it's for encouragement or to give them direction that they were maybe asking for. Who knows? And even if it's just one person, well, that's enough. That's enough. And even if nobody watches these, that's okay, because if I feel like I'm supposed to do it, I'll do it, and I'll do it just for me if that's what it's for. So anyway, I hope you guys have a good weekend this weekend and stay safe.